Disability Rights International is an international human rights organization with a focus solely on children and adults with disabilities around the world.
We go in and we look at the people who are in the most difficult circumstances. And that means usually people who are segregated from society, children who are put in orphanages, adults who are put in social care homes where horrendous abuses take place.
Segregated services for children and adults with disabilities is unfortunately a widespread practice in Ukraine. There are still thousands of kids in institutions in Ukraine now. These places are sad, lonely, and dangerous places for children.
As much as families would like to take care of their child with disabilities and also to live with them, financial constraints force them to take them to orphanages. Children with disabilities, they are not orphans. They have their own families and they have a right to live with their families just like any other child.
Creo que hay muchas familias que necesitan mucha orientación y mucho apoyo económico, mucho apoyo moral, y espero que lo que ustedes hagan sirva también para que las autoridades de gobierno de cualquier país tomen conciencia de que hay un sector de la población que necesita este tipo de ayuda.
International aid needs to be directed to help people with disabilities and their families to fight for their own rights.
I strongly believe that for us to support children with disabilities, we need to support the families. Yes.
Disability Rights International has worked for 30 years to document the human rights abuses that take place in orphanages and institutions around the world. We have also learned that systemic change will only happen when people with disabilities and their families can advocate for their own rights. Children need the love, care, and support of a family, and there's no institutional substitute for that. The International Children with Disabilities Protection Act embodies all of these lessons and these hopes for children with disabilities and their families. The bill will create a small grants program to fund the work of parents and advocates working to bring about change in their own society, establishing funds for training and support. There are proven solutions to help families keep their children and make sure that any child, no matter what his or her needs, can live and grow up with the love and support of their family. We ask you to support the International Children with Disabilities Protection Act.